Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. And we're right where we left off, with Shoma being fast asleep after everything that had happened. And maybe we might get some information out of him, I guess, tomorrow as well. But what just happened with Ava was just horrible. Had I made the right choice, even though I'd been the one to choose, I didn't have the answer to the question. Personally, it's one of those things where, looking back, I probably would have decided not to hurt her whatsoever because she, in the end, was begging not to be killed. You know what I mean? So the soul inside of her was still there. And if there's a way to erase that, and if it's still there, there has to be a way to bring it back as well, you know? Lingering doubts and unanswered questions still hanging over me. My second 63rd day at the Last Defense Academy came to an end. Yeah, again, we're making decisions based on trying to get a route. But I would have made, what I'm saying is I would have made a different decision. I would have done something different if I was doing my own choices.
Get prepared to spend another day enduring. Be ready to give your life.
I thought there was a different get there. That's why I stopped for a second. The next morning, Shoma was still asleep. Not that we could do, oh. He didn't seem sick, just incredibly tired. We decided to take turns watching over him throughout the day. I like the green color scheme. Right, of the bedroom. This isn't bad. What was this terrible truth that Shoma had been desperate to remember? And what would happen when he finally shared it with us? All we could do was wait to find out. And that just left more time to torture myself with my remaining doubts and regrets. Had I made the right choice? That was the question I kept coming back to over and over again. Yeah, all the choices that are laid on Takami's head, there's no way you're not going to be feeling this way forever afterwards. Ka-chink? You okay? Yeah, it's a very hard time for everyone. How you doing, Nozomi? How's Shoma doing? Still no change. Come to take your shift? That's right. Nozomi sat down next to me. I didn't move. We both sat there looking at our slumbering friend. The Ava we knew was the only ever what Saray brainwashed her to be. In the normal course of things, she'd have never considered us her friends or allies. We were destined to be on opposite sides of this war. At this stage, the only reason I disagree with this, and I understand what Nozomi's saying, by the way, she's saying we would have been on the opposite sides, 100%. Towards the end, I think Ava would have more reason to not side with us, but to stop Veshness at least, right? Because I think that still our side was wrong in what we did with the invasion, all this stuff as well. But I think obviously Veshness is just a pure evil that's killing everybody, even her own people. So I think that there would have been, more of a reason for her to fight Veshness as herself. You know what I mean? If that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what Nozomi's not saying, Yeah, I know. I wonder what this final secret that Shoma's going to tell us. The final secret. He said it would explain everything, who we are, what we... That's crazy, why we were chosen. So I guess that makes sense why the person who gave me this guide, the spoiler-free guide for all the choices, left it there, because now it's I guess we're going to know everything at this point. Although you're different from the rest of us, so it probably won't affect you as much. Not necessarily. My past has been completely cleared up yet. We still haven't figured out the connection between me and Kadawa. That's true. Ever since you told me about this other me, well, I've been curious to say the least. Maybe the secret Shoma knows will finally explain that too. Yeah? If the whole truth is as mind-blowing as he says it is, maybe it will. But even if it answers all the questions we still have about what's going on, I still can't bring myself to feel happy about it. Not after what Shoma said, and the whole thing with Ava too.
Even if what I'm about to remember sends me into the depths of despair, I'm glad you were the one to give me that push.
I think at this point it's trying to make yourself feel better, right? You know what I mean? I think that's what was happening. The depths of despair. Is that what he's going to remember really that bad? You know what I mean? It's I think he adored Ava greatly. So him saying that, I think, is a way to make himself, and again, I'm not trying to say that he's a bad, I think the idea of good and bad is so freaking destroyed now, honestly. You know what I mean? It's so destroyed now. It's so out the window. Obviously, there's good and bad. We invaded the planet. That's bad, right? But I'm saying, it's such it's more than just gray with these characters now. It's crazy. Because like with Shoma, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm glad it was you that set me this way, but it's like, yeah, but you're still killing her. You know what I mean? We're still killing this character. You can look at it any other way you want, but that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. And if it is, then talk to me. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? You started looking really scary and intense all of a sudden. Oh, sorry, I'm fine. I was just thinking about stuff. Don't try to take all the burden on yourself, okay? That's kind of his job at this stage, right? Well, one more thing. Tsubasa said she wanted to talk to you about something. Sure? She's in the garage. You should go see her. I'll take over here. The garage. This must have something to do with that other project of hers. Do we need to bring Saray back? All right, I'll leave Shoma to you then. Great. I'll let you know the moment he wakes up. To me, like, I don't know. I think that I don't need him back. I'd love to take my time and talk to Nozomi some more, but that can wait until the war is over. Right now, Tsubasa's waiting for me in the garage. This is probably about Saray. I better go see what she has to say. Here's the thing. The reason I'm saying that I'm like, oh, I could take it or leave it now, you know, it's not because, like, obviously, like, yeah, I understand that these characters, like, oh, we need them or whatever. Ava's gone now, right? The only modicum of revenge that Futurum got against this oppressive thing that has come in and destroyed their planet, the only modicum of revenge or fighting back, the only morsel so far. Obviously, you know, you could say that, like, and I don't say this because I think you could say, some might say, well, they killed Darumi and all this stuff and they killed other characters. They were not willing participants in this position. They thought a completely different thing. Darumi thought a completely different thing. You know what I mean? It's a completely different situation, like, to characters knowing exactly what the real story is. And the only modicum of, like, a fighting back and a bit of revenge and a bit of, like, anything was Ava killing Saray. And I feel like killing Ava and bringing back Saray to me just feels icky. I just don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good. You know what I mean? It's just like, and I know, like, that's the choice we have to do for the story, but it just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? It just doesn't feel right. And here's the thing I want to say as well, you know, people have pointed out in a very, you know, and very wisely has said that, like, Saray isn't an automaton. Yes, he has some emotions, but he is, like, programmed basically to follow these orders to a T. So obviously she didn't kill a leader of this war. Not war, this leader of this invasion, this colonization. Obviously that's what wasn't what it was. What it was like her killing the representation of it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Talk to me. How is Shoma faring? No change so far. He's still sleeping. I see. Hey, Hiroko, did I really make the right choice? Was this really the only way? Hiroko's gonna say it's, you know, you have to stick with it, right? If you're having trouble accepting it, allow me to reassure you. Given the circumstances, it's the best course of action. Once Shoma wakes up, you should see that. You'll see that for yourself. Yeah, and I understand again from a clinical and what would you say from a perspective like Hiroko, 110%, right? 110%. But I think also, like, it's important to say that, like, it was a living person who had been treated poorly her whole life, and her last moments were crying for her life. You know, it's just, you know, yes, from a clinical and war perspective and knowledge perspective, yes. From everything else, I just wouldn't have made that choice personally. Talk to me, look, and I want to make it seem like, oh yeah, knowledge is so important. That's why, but, like, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you do want that knowledge, and that is the choice you make, right? But I don't think any knowledge is truly worth that. I really don't. You know, it was a horrible situation. I'll stop going on about it so much, but, like, it just, I won't, because it's a big deal. But you know what I mean. Talk to me, looks like you got my message. I figured Nozomi would have had the best chance of getting through to you. That's interesting. Oh, the blush. Oh my god, getting through to me, huh? So what has he wanted to talk about? I love that everyone else notices how much he likes Nozomi too. Take a look at this. Lying there was a familiar commanding officer. The hole Ava had punched through him would gone without a trace.
Did you do this, Tsubasa?
And again, this is gonna be like one of those things where it's like I don't necessarily want Saray back, but, like, I'm always, like, so impressed by Tsubasa's, like, engineering abilities. She's fantastic.
Yeah, I've been working on it whenever I had some time to spare. Don't get too excited though. It's still only his body.
Wait, do you want to put something in there or something? Like,
Despite how bad it looked, the damage wasn't totally beyond repair. I know it might be inappropriate for me to say this, but getting to work on machinery I'd never seen the inside of before was pretty fun.
he said himself he's an automaton. Do not worry about that. He is a machine, technically, you know?
Is there any chance you can reactivate him?
Unlike with Nico, his circuitry is still mostly intact, so I think so.
Oh my god.
Really?
But remember, I've never seen this kind of stuff before, and it's pretty complicated. Getting Sarai working again isn't going to be easy.
If there's one person who could do it, it's you. Genuinely. Lucky for me, Yugumu has been helping out with that. Oh, okay. Helping how? Ever since Sarai was killed, he's been combining through the data stored on the War and PC. Combing through, sorry. He thinks there might be some useful information about Sarai hidden in all the blueprints and manuals and stuff. What kind of information? I don't know, just anything that might help us get him online again. Of course, even if it turns out we can, doesn't necessarily mean we should. I agree. Yeah, I know what you mean. But Saray's like family, Shion. That's the thing. It's, oh my god, we're gonna have to think about Shion in this situation. I figure we have to do what we can for his sake. The only issue is that obviously we have with that is that Saray like lied to us for so long and has done so much horrible stuff to us. You know what I mean? It's one of those situations. Yeah, we want to make Shion happy. But, like, the electrocutions, the erasure of the memory, the torture, like, it's like we can't, you know what I mean? It's like, I'd have ill will. I would have ill will. I would hold a grudge. Do you think that's the right call? Yeah, I think so. Shion would probably be happier this way at the very least. Right, unless we only think that because Sarai brainwashed us too. That's the... I'm glad Tsubasa even said this.
Hey!
Don't even joke about that. It's a fair thing to say. Anyway, I'm glad you're on board with what I'm doing. It's such a fair thing to say. I'll keep at it and try to find a way to bring Sarai back. I can count on you to help, right? Sure, go ahead. Let me know if there's anything I can do. I left Tsubasa still working in the garage and went back to my room. It is 100% more than fair for us, for Tsubasa, even if it's a joke, to say, like, what if we were brainwashed again? Our last battle was only yesterday, so there shouldn't be another attack for a while. Oh, I felt that. The thought was some comfort at least. I lay down in my bed and let out a sigh. Just like that, all fatigue I've been trying to ignore came rushing back. That happens all the time. Maybe I'll just rest up some more. It feels like I could get used to it. That happens to me all the time. If I stay standing up, I'm the most energetic person in the world. As soon as I lie down, you'll never get me back up. Well, you could get me back up, but you know what I mean. I think that's probably a mental thing as well, right? Like, it's like when I remember before I had like I remember I had I thought I felt like a flu coming on, and I was like, but I'm fine. I don't really feel that bad. I just feel like kind of like a little bit like, you know, choked up a little bit and stuff like that. And then like I finished the day and I'm like, I'll lie down for a minute, just like, you know, to watch some TV or something like that, you know, just lie down on the couch or something like that. And then instantly your body goes, oh, it's time to rest, huh? And you're like, oh, you know, like, and your mind goes like, yeah, you're done. You got through the stuff you need to get through. You're lying down now. That tells me you're relaxing. You're sick. Okay. I decided to call it a day, surrendering my body to demands for sleep. I climbed into bed and soon drifted off. Takumi deserves to sleep after all that stuff as well. Yeah, you guys know I'm just not a fan of Sarai. And I think a lot of you guys say the same thing, honestly.
Get prepared. Be ready to give you...
If he does come back, he is in no way ever our commanding officer, right? He can't be. He will help us out when needed. He will give us input when needed. But like we can't, like Takumi's the guy now. Takumi is the commanding officer now. You cannot trust somebody who has lied to you that much. You just can't, right? You can't. But they can put their trust in Takumi, you know? I definitely needed that. I'm so much more refreshed than I was yesterday. It looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. Shoma must have gotten enough rest by now. I'll go to the cafeteria and check in with the others first. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, it's like one of those situations where like we can't let him sway anything anymore at all. We just can't. It has led to he has been trying to hide stuff from us and has lied to us constantly. Morning, talking. You think Shoma's gonna wake up soon? I hope so. In fact, he might have already. I'm just going to go to the cafeteria and ask everyone about it. Good idea. All this waiting is driving me crazy. Tsubasa, absolutely miracle worker, honestly. Is Shoma in his room right now? He is still in his room right now. Yeah, number one, Sarai Dislika here. Why do we can we bring back Nigo? You know, I know he has his parts are gone as well, but you know. Is there anyone hanging around the hallways? We always like to check that as well. I guess not. It seems like a lot of people are here, actually. Unfortunately, there was no sign of Shoma when I got to the cafeteria. Hey guys, Shoma's still out, huh? Looks like it. Last I heard, Yugumi was taking a look at him. He's not gonna like take out Shoma's she's not take Shoma's out and put it in Saray's body or anything, is he? I was gonna say no, but like you never know with Yugumi. But I think Yugumi like would wait to get. Well, no, the thing is like again, I don't know. That could be fun. I'm okay with someone else getting turned into Saray this time around. We don't want you as Saray ever again. We don't want to miss that that beautiful head of hair. I just hope he really has unlocked this last memory. Otherwise, letting him kill Ava would have been all for nothing. That would be like a terrifying scenario because it's already terrifying. But can you imagine? And he's like, I don't remember. If I was here, like, and I'm just saying, it would be the end for me, like in terms of like my my mental health. I'd be done. I'd be like, I think everyone here is always holding on by a thread, but that would be like that would break the dams. I would curl up into a ball, and I don't think I'd ever like get back up. Like legitimately, like I think it would be just such a horrible situation. Because they have like this like kind of like consolation. Again, I don't agree that it's again, like I said, you know my feelings on that. But to them, it is like at least we have this information, you know? We have to dispose of her eventually anyways. There's no use of regretting it now. There is regret still though. I still have regret. I guess you're right. At any rate, we should probably get breakfast started. Yeah, of course. I idly heaped some food into my plate and took a seat. I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings until someone rushed in and sat down opposite me. Tsubasa! I can remember we talked about yesterday. Well, I found something you can help with. There's a couple of materials I'm thinking of using for the repairs. Could you go find them for me so I can try? Okay. Actually, I do need materials, so we might use this as an exploration mission and getting materials, right? Sure, sounds good. What am I looking for? Glass, reinforced plastic, and carbon steel. Do you think you could get the 2 of each one? 2 of glass, reinforced plastic, and carbon steel. Got it. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. It's not exactly urgent, but I prefer if you could do it as soon as possible. So it is urgent then. Anyway, I'll try look for them too when I have the time. I can't leave all the hard work up to you. It's okay, Tsubasa. You're doing so much hard work. You know what's so funny about Tsubasa? Is that Tsubasa is the type of person that I feel like if like she got like her legs broken, like jumping off you know, like doing like a trick or something, jumping off like I don't know what do you jump off that you can break your legs? She was jumping on a pogo stick and broke her legs. I feel like she's the type of person that would like crawl to her door and knock on her door and be like, "Hey, to like whoever's living there. Hey, could you call an ambulance? There's no rush, but you know, I feel like she's that type of person." Tsubasa got up and left, looking surprisingly carefree. Well, she's in her element, right? She's doing what she loves. As for me, I finished my breakfast and went back to my room to think about what to do next. If Tsubasa needs those materials to fix Saray, I should probably go find him sooner rather than later. Maybe I should start today, or do I have anything more important to do? So it is going to be a thing where we have to find them in terms of like exploration then. Very well. So it's not something we can just skip. What happens if we don't prepare all the stuff in the right time? Oh my god, look at this, like such a there's less and less people every day, so we usually do plants and textiles, right, as much as we can. Well, we have a lot of textiles, so really just plants is what we're looking for the most, right? Plants and minerals, plants and textiles, and plants and textiles, right? I think maybe plants and minerals as well, because like minerals aren't a bad thing to get either now, because we're running low on a few minerals as well. So it wants us to go over here. Okay. So we can, whatever we find on the way, we can find. Wait, so there's like multiple different locations we have to go to get this stuff? So which is the best idea first? Skip this exploration mission? We could But I want to find some materials along the way too, so we might not skip it today. But then again, no, you know what? These can be very long. I think we do a separate exploration mission to get our stuff. Yeah, I think it just makes sense. Because like then we can do a direct finding of the materials. Right now we're going all over the place. It just makes sense. I understand that like it's one of those things that like, yeah, it would be nice to get all the materials we need. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think it just makes perfect sense to kind of skip it. Because I feel like we're thinking about two things at once. When we go out exploring getting other materials, we're thinking about just getting materials, right? Yeah, I'm okay with skipping it. I think the pacing would be better too. Honestly.
You never will then.
Yep. Changed my mind at the start of exploration. I thought it was getting dark out. Time sure flies. So I guess Shoma didn't wake up today either. Somebody would have told me if he had. I'm getting more and more curious about this terrible truth you kept talking about. We had to sacrifice Ava's life for this information, so it better have been important. After all this, is he going to remember, right? It's interesting that we're reviving Saray and it coincides with more truthful stuff, right? Still feeling a little uneasy, I climbed into bed and let my consciousness slowly drift away. Very well. Let that consciousness slip away.
Up, get prepared. Be ready to give.
Time to get up. First things first, let's go to the cafeteria and see if anyone's heard from Shoma. Sure thing. Damn it, ain't Shoma ever... It ain't... damn it, ain't Shoma ever gonna wake up? You heard anything new, Takumi? No, nothing so far. Maybe someone in the cafeteria knows something. The little guy can't sleep forever, right? I mean, that's... The hope is that he won't sleep forever, right? The hope is. But you never know with these, like, if especially mental responses as well, right? I think that can make people, you know, exhausted too. I cast a quick glance around the cafeteria. Sure enough, someone from our group was missing. Gaku? Oh, I'm okay. Me. Gaku's gone. Shoma still hasn't woken up. Very not. I saw him open his eyes for like a second yesterday. That's okay. That's a good sign though. I guess the sight of a beautiful face relaxed him enough to fall asleep again. I gave him a couple of iron claw slabs after that, but it was no good. He was out close. So an iron claw is you you get your hand, you hold your wrist, and you hold your hand over their forehead. And I guess a slam would be pick them up and slam them back down. But you're supposed to like squeeze their forehead as a claw. You're sure it's not the claw holes that put him out in the first place? I think Gaku's with him now. He grabbed a bottle of hot sauce and said something about waking him up whether he... Gaku! Just the thought of Gaku be like, hey, he's gonna wake up whether he likes it or not. Somehow I doubt that's going to work. But he's gonna put a hot sauce up his nose or something. I want to hear what he has to say as soon as he wakes up. What do you think he's going to tell us? I can't even imagine. It can't be that much worse than Earth being the real invading force, can it? Well, he said it was. He said it was so much worse.
What I'm about to remember sends me into the depths of despair. I'm glad you were the one to give me that push.
I'm sorry. This is like whatever this is, because already that's like one of the most like awful pieces of info. You know what I mean? Already. The depths of despair, judging by that choice of words, this secret must be something worse than anything any of us can imagine. Exactly. What about Shion? Is he okay? We haven't seen him since, well, you know. I don't blame him. Must have been a shock finding out all about that crazy shit about the war and where he came from. If I was in his place, I wouldn't want to know or think about who to trust. I wouldn't know what to think or who to trust him. Or yeah, that's the thing. The trauma from that, him being like a kidnapped child and used as a war effort, taken from his people and used as a weapon. He's supposed to be the second coming for an entire civilization. I hope he doesn't do anything that might cause us trouble. With Saray gone, he's probably not in a very good place emotionally. Honestly, like, I'm still going to support him even if he causes us trouble. You know what I mean? I'm still going to support him. He's going through, like, much more than, like, you could even imagine. One more reason for us to get Saray repaired and working again, I guess. I mean, like, I guess, yeah, he will probably he'd know what to do with Shion. But, like, with the stuff with Shion is just, like, a part of it is, like, you know, Saray didn't tell us this stuff either. You know what I mean? Like, Saray kept this from everyone. Saray knew he was a kidnapped baby. If anything happens to Shion, that's it. We lose. Humanity is finished. I have to do something I didn't come back to just see this mission fail all over again. I'm not opposed to humanity failing. I just care about these characters. I didn't stay in the cafeteria long when I went back to my room to plan out my next move. I had a feeling I was going to have a busy day. Honestly, I'm not sure if we really need Saray anymore, but if repairing him will make Shion feel better, then we owe it to him to try. It's a crazy reason, because I think it is like a very human reason why they're doing this. I don't agree that this is like the proper way to make someone feel better. You know what I mean? But in these situations, people will try anything to make people feel better. And for me personally, like, it's like, again, like I said, Saray's the one who kept this information. Saray knew he was a kidnapped child. I could also let her handle repairing Saray while I prepare for the next battle. Do we have all the materials we need, or we need to go back out again? We have all the materials. So I don't need to do that again then? Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. So do I need to give her the materials? No. No. Okay, we're gonna go exploring anyway. Hopefully make it a quick exploration. You know what's so funny? I always like remember where we're supposed to go, then I forget again to get the materials I need. We want plants, right? Let's go with the usual. We'll go with this crew again. This is a good crew. We're always low on plants. We want those flower boxes, you know what I mean? And those kako standees and those glasses stands. So, whereabouts? It's here, right? And then we go east to get the plants. Correct, right? Again, it's so funny that I sometimes legitimately just forget, like, stuff we did, like, yesterday. Oh, we can go get this stuff as well. Stuff we did, like, yesterday. But we go up here. Perfect. Okay, I think that's where we go. So let's not waste any time. Let's go up one. Hopefully get another one after this. We get 2. That's fine. Wish for better materials. Nice. Okay, we'll take that. This is also just like an unbelievably great crew for combat, by the way. Like, I actually think this is just like could do really well in any combat situation that we run into. Let's go for 3. Yeah, I think this is where you get all the plants and stuff. Yeah, so we're going to make it a big point to collect a lot of plants. There's a cave down here that I think also has a lot of plants and stuff like that too, so we might go down there. We might try and get some of the chests and the stars if they're around here too. But I think the cave had a bunch of, so maybe we should head towards the cave. But again, who knows if my mind is telling a fib to myself. No! No, no, no. 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 Did I click end expiration? Uh-oh. I think it auto-saves before on a certain day. It's fine. Oh my god. Genuinely hilarious. Genuinely hilarious that like that it auto-saves here, by the way, but also like crazy that I clicked end expiration. Ignore both and move on. We don't need the purples. I think gold is the highest, right? Oh god, I didn't. Oh no, we go here, yeah. And we want to head over there, so we go to 6, I guess. If we go this way, we go around that way. Yeah, let's just do this battle. We can destroy them very quickly. We can end their lives very quickly. And that's not even just confidence like that. Yeah, look at this. This is like a basic team. This is a very basic enemy. Like, in fact, I honestly think that, like,
I guess I'm up.
we just let, actually, we should use an attack potion and then do it.
All good. Here goes. Yep.
Let our boy just go through this, you know?
Okay. Ha! All too. Here goes. What a nuisance. Okay. Ha!
I don't think we're going to be able to get all of them. We might be able to get all of them done in one turn.
I'll leave them.
This is a very, again, they're not
Guess
tough
I'm
enemies
up.
to fight these guys at all. Yeah, we will be able to get all of them in one
Out of
turn.
the way, pest.
I love how, like part of my strategy now ever since we leveled up
Try this on
Ema
your size.
was, hey, you just go on ahead there and just destroy things for a bit. And it actually works. Like on the battlefield, he like defeats like 7 enemies in a row. And then like it actually does thin out the herd quite a bit. It's really good. I think this is where there was like all the plants, right? Am I wrong? If not, we'll come back out and we can get more plants that way, right? There's no problem. It's not like it's a big deal. I think this is where, no, this is not, this is where they had the minerals. Yeah. Okay, so since we're here, no, we came for plants. Let's not dawdle. How do we go back? Oh, I didn't realize we were going to battle. How do we like get back out here? We just have to like go a circle, going around in a circle.
I guess I'm up. Out of the way, pest. Okay. Ha! All good.
We should be using an attack potion.
Here goes. I'll blow you away. Okay.
Oh, that's a good shot there as well. This is what I'm talking about. Like his move, it's such a good space for an attack. Like it's really good stuff. And now we only have. Oh no, we can do it now. It's over.
Out of the way, pest. I've got this.
Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces.
Yeah. I think Ema has become so powerful. He's so good now. And I think he always was
I'll
good,
take this.
but I think it's like one of those things where like he's just like even better. You know what I mean? He's just even better now. So let's just go around here and get some maybe chests and stuff. I guess aim for the chest. There's a chest over there. Let's head over there. Harvest and slowly and carefully. Lovely. We love that. We love a bit of damage. Eat some of the fruits. Love it. Always looking for that. 2, we love it. Chant a spell, make an offering. Okay, take it. 2, down. We got a fiery flower.
I'll take this.
Love it. Always looking for a fiery flower. Hide and wait for it to pass. Party recover 2 HP. That's nice. We'll go 4. Make your own stairs. We got some gold ore, which again, like I've no problem getting that. So that's a really good piece of material as well. So we're hoping for like 3 here, right? Fry and eat it. Party recover 3 HP. We have everyone recovered fully now. We can go for 6.
This looks like something good.
Nitroglycerin. Go back here as well. 1. Yeah, like I have no problem getting some of this stuff as well. Search the store. Love it. We love a bit of damage happening to us. You know what I mean? You guys know I always say I love a bit of damage that happens to us. Jump out of the way. I forget which ones is try to outrun it. Is it or jump out of the way? We got an extra thick log.
Yes.
Let's go for 6. Will send us up here. Climb the tree, get the Roko to cut it down. A glowing nut. Let's see what it is.
I found something.
That's pretty good as well. We got this. Oh, lovely. As soon as we get like just 9 materials, I'm just going back. I think that's the best way to go about it. Honestly. Run away. I didn't want that, but okay. Now we get like 10 materials because we're getting that too. Wish for HP recovery. Why did I not expect that? Go for 5 to get this gold here as well. Get Hiroko to cut it down. The reason why I think this like works out so much with this, right? Now, and why I think it's actually like so fun. It's even more fun to do exploration now as well. Is because like I think it's one of those situations where head up this way. When they took away the element of random battles in this with the update, like it changed everything. It changed everything when it came to this game. It did. It changed everything. Because now it's like we just travel around here. We don't have to worry too much about anything else. Like we just have to get the materials and that's it. And it actually works out really well. Take the small pumpkin. Got a golden pumpkin.
We did it.
I am willing to end my exploration now. I know it's not crazy good exploration, but I'm willing to end it now and then take away a functioning motor. I'm no wasting any time with this. Yeah. But yeah, it's made exploration like even more fun for me. That's exactly what we want. This is just exactly what we want. Topping up our minerals, but getting more plants. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
You never know. Well then, Hig.
Huh?
Who could that be this hour? Whenever someone knocks at the door, it's almost like the best visit ever. We're gonna get like the biggest drop of information ever as well. I wonder if Tsubasa? I opened the door to greet my late night visitor. It is. Yeah, that would make sense. Hey, Takumi, sorry to disturb you. I've been real busy today, and I guess I lost track of time. It's okay. So did you find the materials I asked you for yet? Yes, we did. Sure did. Here you go. I handed Tsubasa the things I'd found.
You got it all? That's amazing.
Our voice.
Way to go, Mr. Big Shot Team Leader.
Can I like... Wait. I want to like... I feel like I could use it as a soundbite. Wait 1 second. Where's the transcript?
You got it all? That's amazing. Way to go, Mr. Big Shot Team Leader.
I love that so much. You could use that as like an insult, by the way, if you want to be sarcastic, but because it's Tsubasa, it's adorable, you know? And she means it. And it's gotta get help.
Oh, you helped all right. I'll get back to working on Sarai first thing tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks again. Good night.
Oh, she's the sweetest character, isn't she? And she's so talented as well. She really is. It's hard not to love her. Legitimately. She's so great. Tsubasa left with a cheery wave, looking energized and pretty hopeful overall. Good. All that work paid off. Now I can go to bed with a clear conscience. I mean, that's probably like a good... Again, it's all the different things you know, the little victories you can get, right? And I feel like that's a little victory. Right? The little victories of like, you know... Like, at least I got this... Yeah, all this horrible stuff is happening. But at least I, you know, got all the materials, you know? You have to get those, like, tiny victories in these situations now. Reasonably satisfied with how things went, I got into bed. And honestly, tiny victories are a good thing in real life, too. If you're someone who's, like, you know, like, I think it's one of those situations where, like, especially if you're feeling... It's two things, right? Obviously, just, like, so I'm not going to diagnose anyone, so I'm not saying about that stuff. Because obviously, like, when you are, like, you know, down in the dumps and you are someone who is, like, you know, possibly depressed as well, like, doing little things for yourself, if you can, I'm not saying not everyone can, I believe that can be a very helpful thing, like, tiny little things and, like, you know, and treating them as achievements, you know, and maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong with that, or that's just, like, something that people say, but I'm not talking about that because I don't want to diagnose anyone. I'm talking about, like, say, in terms of, like, if you feel like you're kind of, like, been down in your luck, if you feel like you're someone who, like, you know, doesn't have the motivation to do some stuff that you want to do. Like, say if you're like, oh, I really want to draw this drawing of Jill Valentine from Resident Evil, but man, I just don't have the time. And then the answer would be, well, okay, draw her beret today. And then you draw the beret and it's like, oh, this looks good. Oh, maybe I'll draw her face today. Okay, I'll draw the rest tomorrow. Like the little things. Take a little victory for yourself, you know? Take a little bit of satisfaction for yourself. I had my share of worries, of course. Shion wasn't waking up, and Shion hadn't shown himself in what felt like a long time. But those worries paled in comparison to the true depths of despair I would soon be thrust into. Don't say it like that. Day 67. I mean,
prepared, be
it's
ready
it's
to-
not even like at this point. It's one of those things where like if someone like posts in the comments like, you know, a horrible, awful situation is gonna happen in this game soon, Calvin. I'd be like, okay, like that's true. Like it would be a spoiler to say everything's gonna be okay more than if there's something horrible's gonna happen. Morning, first things first. I'll check out the cafeteria. Shoma's got to be awake by now. He's got to be right. Try to reassure herself. We're just walking straight to the cafeteria this time. Nobody's here? There's no one here. Are they all still asleep? But the morning announcement should have woken up like normal. Don't tell me there's been an attack. How could I miss it? Wait, what? Talking to me. There you are. There I am. You looking for me? There's only what's going on? Where's everybody? They're all in the classroom on the second floor. The one you woke up in when you first got here. Oh my god. What? Why there? Sean was going to make an announcement and he wants to do it there. I went to your room to tell you, but you'd already left. Sean was awake, but why are they meeting in the classroom? I don't get it. Neither do I. But apparently whatever he's going to tell us has something to do with how we came to the school in the first place. Oh my god. We're about to get a big drop of info, aren't we? It'll be faster if you hear from him yourself. Come on. Right. This is going to be devastating, isn't it? I'm so nervous. Nozomi dashed out of the cafeteria before I could even get my answer out. I hurried after her out into the hallway. I am so nervous. There's no fast travel. Oh, there is fast travel to here. So the classroom where we woke up in, by the way, very nostalgic in a way, right? Oh my god, and there's Shoma. Shoma, you're awake. I'm glad you're okay. Sorry to make you worry over a pathetic gutter snipe. Let's not deal with this now, okay? You just gotta tell us this info, okay? He was just waking up when I went to check on him. The moment his eyes were open, he said he wanted to talk to everyone right away. So this information is very important. I went around knocking on everyone's doors, but I guess you were up too early for me, Susumu. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on a minute. I don't see Hiroko or Takamaru. Why aren't they here? Shoma said he wanted all of us to hear this, so those two went to get the others. Okay. The others, you don't mean... We're here. Oh, Shion, of course. Shion. He finally came out of the defense room after I stood outside yelling for a while. I was going to try breaking down the door like you did that one time, but it turns out it didn't need to go that far. I happened to sense he was outside before it came to that. Guess my aura badassery is so strong, you can feel it right through the walls. It's good to see you again, Shion. Are you getting your strength back? Yes, I should be fine. Just then, somebody else entered the room. Oh, it's Hiroko? With Tsubasa? Here he is. Oh! Wait, what? I mean, okay, it's been a while. Ain't so? Shon was good enough to invite me to your little party. It's an honor to be part of the group again, so much so, it makes me skin crawl. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'll just sit here quietly and listen like a good little prisoner. Oh my god. Shoma invited him. If he does try anything funny, you don't have to worry about a thing or with me around. There ain't a boy alive that can't beat in a bare knuckle brawl, I imagine. Sounds like a challenge. You up for a sparring match after this? I mean, I don't think it was a challenge, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Mocha's pretty tough. Guys, focus. We're here for Shoma, remember? I'm sorry it took me so long. There was so much information to deal with. My brain couldn't piece it together. The strain was too much for me at first, but I'm okay now. I'm ready. I am like, again, I guess he's inviting Edo because it involves Edo. It does involve Edo. It does. He really did remember something after all. The terrible truth he kept talking about in the last battle. This is it. We're finally going to get our answers. Oh my god, we just gotta go for it. I think they're gonna probably block us off from talking like they usually do now. Alright, Shoma, everyone's here. This means you remembered something important, right? Yes, I remembered it all now, thanks to Ava and her Hana Amana. Oh, you actually went through with it? Well done, Shoma. That took real courage. Oh, I don't know if you should take that from Eito, but... You realize this is your fault for putting the idea in his head. I did nothing of the sort. All I did was give him some friendly, impartial advice. That's the same thing. Shoma just happened to come to the same conclusion that your prisoner had to die. He already... By the way, Shoma did already think of this before he even talked to Eito. Eito just confirmed his suspicions. Knowing how hatefully ruthless you all are, I had a feeling it would turn out this way. Oh my god. And like the thing is, like, again, Eito is wrong in turn. Not wrong in this sense. I mean, he's not a good person in the sense of how he treats everyone else, right? But at the same time, he knows how to clock some of us sometimes. And I feel like in this situation, it's like, can we deny? You know, yes, we could say like, well, we didn't know, right? But he's gonna say, well, you did kill Ava, you know? And she cried in the last moment. Well, he doesn't know that. But you know what I mean? It's like you're ruthless. What happened to? I'll just sit here quietly listen. It's Ato.
Oh.
Go on, Shoma. First, let me go over some basics. Soraya has access to technology that can suppress and override people's memories. That process was used on all of us to erase certain parts of our past. Oh my god. That explains why we don't remember how we got here. But just what memories did they take from us? I'm guessing our cryptoglobin transfusions from this first start? Pretty much everything from when we were at the Kamakura General Hospital as well. We are sure that our memories are written, right? Absolutely, but thanks to the hemoanima, mine weren't completely erased. You said before that your hemoanima perceived the erasure process as a threat and activated to prevent it. Interesting. Because it's the defensive cryptoglobin, right? Is that why you had those peculiar flashbacks? They're the memories you have you managed to save? Yes, every time my hemoanima got stronger, my skill was able to recover more from our stolen past. After I absorbed Ava's power, I finally got back to all my memories. I remember it all now. And what did you remember exactly? Oh my god, are you okay, Shoma?
What I remembered was...
Everyone take 10 deep breaths. 10 deep breaths.
It was something that sent me spiraling
Oh
into
my
despair.
god, what is this?
I'd gotten fragments of it before, but I didn't want to believe it.
He's building this up.
I can't deny it anymore, though. It's the truth. It's all true.
What's true? Quit keeping us in suspense. Honestly, I'm terrified. It's okay, Shoma. How bad the secret is, you don't have to keep it to yourself anymore. Ado being like supportive, Ado. You have the right to know about it too. A right and a responsibility will bear the burden of the truth together. What Ado's saying is true, but it's also like coming from Ado. It's like, is it genuine? Like, he's right. The truth is they have a right to know the truth. So don't be afraid. Go ahead and tell us. All right. Took the pep talk from Ato. No, stop it. I don't want to know. Wait, what? I felt a sudden urge to go back on my decision, but the words died in my throat. So, oh my god. Deep down, we're like, no, don't tell us. The air in the room was heavy, like something terrible was about to happen. For some reason, it felt like if I learned the secret, I wouldn't be me anymore. What? And yet, deep down, I knew this was something I needed to know. There was no going back. The game is giving us ample time to pause here, by the way. Our memories that were modified are of a time in the Tokyo residential complex. In the complex? Before we came here, we were all living there, right? Yeah, of course. Where are you going with this? The Tokyo residential complex, that's where we were born, where we grew up, where we lived our entire lives. Tsubasa's with her grandpa in his workshop, Moko with her wrestling career. Yuga moved his family of assassins, Gaku and his poverty. Gaku had a family! Why does that gotta be my defining feature? He literally had a family. He had more family than a lot of people. But the thing is, those lives, those memories. Oh. Oh my god. None of them? Not Gaku's family? Not what happened to Ima and Kako, like when they were in their, you know, all the horrible stuff? What is happening? What are you Shoma?
Our memories of our lives in the complex.
To what extent, though?
They're all false memories that were implanted into us.
To what extent?
Friends and families we've been so desperate to protect all this time? None of them actually exist.
What? I'm sorry, guys. That was a nervous laugh for sure. Is that what, when they went to this, remember they went to the satellite and they sent back a walkie-talkie? Is it that there's no one there? Oh my freaking god. What are you talking about, Shoma? They don't exist now. That can't be right. But we have memories of Katawa, right? Or how does that work? Don't tell me the Katawa stuff wasn't real. I will die. My grandpa at the workshop, that was my normal life. It's from way before I got here and started having our memories messed with. And the other kids at the foster, we might not be related by blood, but we still have a real family. And that impacted so much of Gaku's personality. The same with other characters too. Their personalities are based on a lot of stuff that happened in their past. What about our relationship with Nozomi and Katawa? It's all a lie. Everything we thought we knew about our lives came from fake memories. What? Please tell me to everything? Just everything. Fake memories? Cut it out, Shoma. That shit ain't funny, man. Which would, I guess, like, you know, like, they were able to, like, change Nozomi's memories to even, like, think about the way her mother died in a different way than she actually did. So, like, obviously they have the capability to change a lot of parts of our memories. I'm serious. I wish I could shrug this off as a joke or delusion, but it's all true. But then if the past we know is a lie, then who are we really? We weren't born in the Tokyo residential complex. We were We're creations? We're creations of the Kamakura General Hospital?
We were grown inside special machines there.
No.
And until we woke up in this classroom 67 days ago,
No. No. No.
that's where we spent our entire
Stop.
lives.
No. This manufactured history? That's wild. No, this can't be right. My pulse was hammering in my ears so hard I could barely hear what everyone was saying. We're creations that were created 67 days ago. They manufactured a history. How crazy is that they manufactured a history with us in Kanawa then? Like, we have a history with Kanawa. I wanted to shut this conversation down to run for the truth. Same, but my body wouldn't let me. I stood there rooted in the spot, taking everything Shoma said in spite of myself. We weren't born, we were grown, we're clones, artificial humans made in a lab. Clones, are you shitting me?
That's all we've ever been. Our memories from before we got here are all fake.
Oh my freaking god, this game.
They're just fictional scenarios implanted in our brains to give us the illusion of having lived real lives.
Because that would give us the freaking hope to keep fighting. I don't understand. Why would they give these poor characters like a freaking horrible backstory then? That's disgusting. This academy is truly evil. The backstory they give to Kaku and Ima? They're disgusting. All of us for humanity's sake. No, they are evil. I just like especially with Ima and Kako. Implanting that type of like memories inside their heads. That's this. They're evil. These people are evil. We were made this way to be humanity's protectors. That also includes our Hemo Anima. But isn't Hemo Anima supposed to be something only people for this planet are born with? That's right. The reason we have it is because we're. No, Shion, a person whose genes were used to create us. That's why he was kidnapped. The person's you, Shion. Me, oh my freaking god. Whoa, time out. I can't keep up with all these twists. Same here. We were created using Shion's DNA so we could inherit the power of his incredible cryptoglobin. I'm sorry. This is wild. That's where Hemo Anima really comes from.
I overheard all of this from the researchers at the hospital.
So technically we are cloned Futurums. That's what these characters are. They're cloned Futurums. So this whole time they've been using Futurums to destroy Futurums and kill Futurums.
We didn't have Hemo Anima transfused into us. It's been an inherent part of who we are from the very start.
That means all the stuff with freaking Katawa's mother as well. I guess this time her uncle, right? All that was left for was to give us a proper motivation to protect mankind so we give false memories. Okay, yeah. The motivation to see our grandfathers, to see our families again, to see the person we love, to get back to a wrestling ring, to see our dog, to see the girl we love, to see our mother again, to see our foster family again. All these motivations. I'm sorry for bringing up Ima and Kako again. The motivation for them is disgusting. What they did. Who even thinks of that? And then we were sent here to Futurum. So the reason we've been so desperate to win this war and the people we've been fighting for, none of them are real. Even Hiroko is sweating, as you would be. To sum things up, Critical Open is a gift from the planet, given only to its greatest heroes. The Futuran commanders, can only be defeated by other Critical Open users, so the Earth authorities decide to make some of their own. It's crazy the lengths they're going to colonize this planet. The lengths that they're going to. After Kid and Shion, they used his DNA to create soldiers with the same power and gave them memories that would make them want to save humanity at any cost. That's what we really are? We're like characters in a battle manga or a video. But what? Wait, so with Eito then, his hatred for humanity, what's that then? What's Eito's hatred for humanity? They gave Eito the memory of hating humanity? That's insane! We're like characters in a battle manga or a video game. We exist purely to fight our past, our friends, our families, or just all additional pieces of a fictional device to further that end. Come to think of it, when I was on the other side, some of the commanders said something I didn't quite understand. They seemed annoyed that I could take damage from conventional attacks. Almost like my critical open should have prevented it? If we were clones, just copies of the real critical open user, then the generations lost might account for why our powers aren't as potent as theirs.
Wait a minute.
Please, let's do a wait a minute. I finally found my voice and cried out, but it was hard to stir together a coherent sentence. My whole body was shaking. By the way, the voice actor for this, that's exactly the type of voice that sounds like a blurt out, you know, a shakiness.
Wait a minute.
It sounds like it was ready to come out and it forced its way out.
Just hold on, okay? We shouldn't just accept this as true right away, you know?
Wait.
If it were true, that would mean...
That would mean...
It was
yes.
all a lie.
That would be so... That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like my favorite relationship in the entire game. Oh my god, this moment.
Average life. The town I grew up in, all the things I did there, the people I met.
This is so... bad.
Even Karuwa.
Yeah, all the way he said her voice.
None of that was real?
Like the way he said her voice. Like legitimately.
Even Karuwa. None of that was real? You can't just fake an entire person's life.
Oh, he sounds so sad.
We would have noticed something was wrong, wouldn't we? It has to be real.
Man, I would beg for this not to be true. Beg. Oh, Gaku. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. All my brothers and sisters, they can't just be made up. He literally he has such a care for them as well. I've never seen him cry like this. My ideal target too, even the feelings that made me want to go kill her in the first place. There ain't no way all of this only exists in our head. Yeah, it's just not possible. I wouldn't be so sure about that if we accept that what Shoma is saying is true. It would help explain a few things like the stuff with Katawa and why she has a different backstory now. Right? It would. The freaking, like, he's... We only exist to fight. Our past friends and family are just additional pieces of fiction to a further end. We're basically like characters. Oh, so he's saying the same stuff again. You know, after hearing all this, a lot of stuff is starting to make sense. Okay, I think we're gonna. I'm sorry, we have to talk to Ada right now. We really do. Look at Gaku. He's like just devastated. How are these two? No, how are you two holding up as well at the back? We're all clones of all of us, even Kako. That's really not funny, you know. None of our memories are real. They're all made up. I just wanted to make sure our youngest were doing good as well. Like, My family doesn't exist in a way I won't believe it. I guess we're gonna be checking on everyone at this point. Okay. No, well, look, we have to. We'll go. I'm not trying to leave anyone out, but we just have to. You said the story would help explain some things. What do you mean by that? I bet you're just dying to know, aren't you?
Yes! Hurry up and tell us!
His Takumi is... You can hear the desperation in his voice. I was just thinking some of Saray's behavior makes a lot more sense now. Like how he's so obstinate about being unable to contact the artificial satellite, for example, because there's no one there, if that's the truth. Because if we did make contact, we realized everyone that we knew didn't really exist. Exactly. We would have figured that out anyway once we got back to the satellite. Sure, but by then we'd already won the war and wiped out every last future on the planet. Remember they sent back the walkie-talkie in the first run? So essentially no one cares about our feelings or how much the truth would hurt us as long as we get the job done. Yeah, I honestly, I'm not surprised about that part, that they don't give a damn about us. That's been the truth for a while. No way, my parents, my family, I refuse to believe they're nothing but a lie. Me too, you're gonna make me cry. That's the biggest pain. That's it, right? That's it. The thing that's been getting us through this, like those memories are as real as anything in our head. To find out that this person, this image we had in our head that made our heart ache, Karawa for example, that we thought about every day, that made our heart sore and ache and cry, is not real, or that relationship wasn't real. Like, come on. It's all like, look at this. Like, how do you not like just get so sad about this? Kara isn't real. She only exists in my memories. Brutal. I am begging for something else to happen here. There's no way. If she's not real, then what am I doing here? What's all been for? That's the thing as well. It's like this motivation, right? And Hiroko's saying as well, like the thing we worked for was to save these people. So not only, right, how we've been invading a planet, helping to colonize that planet and kill people on that planet. Not only have we done all that, but if this is to be believed and this is true, then we've done it for literally no reason beyond the end result. Brutal, man. This is so brutal. You two doing okay, but we don't know for sure if any of this is true. There's no evidence for anything. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I might know something is... Oh, no, no, what? This is what worries me. When Hiroko's like this, that's worrying. The last few days, I've been holed up in the war room going through the data and document central computer. I figured since Ray wasn't here to stop me, there was a chance I might check it out. Anything he wouldn't want me to see. I agree. While I was doing that, I noticed something that seemed odd. What was it? Our DNA records, the same one in the ones in Revivomatic used to bring us back to life when we die. I used the equipment at the biolab to run a detailed analysis on it, and, well, honestly, I thought it must be some kind of mistake until now. What did you find? What did you find? Oh my god. These... Kako. Look, again, how could it not devastate you in this moment, you know? Our genetic code is remarkably similar. I could buy maybe 2 or 3 complete strangers having these many commonalities, but 14 is too much of a coincidence, so everyone here has the same, like, code. Yeah, freaking brutal. What the hell? And all this evidence piling up as well. I kept quiet about it since it didn't seem relevant, but now it's all falling into place. If we're all clones of the same person, then of course our genes would be similar. We're basically all related. Everyone here is related? So Shion's our father and we're all siblings? I don't think that's how clones generally work, but I guess like it is from the oh my god. Exactly, Shion's genetic material was a starting point for... This is no. I don't want this. This is brutal. Shion's genetic material was a starting point for each and every one of us. If we were to compare our DNA against his, the similarities would be even clearer. I'm your... Even Shion's shocked by this. Like, of course... I know it's hard to believe, but this is the truth. It's disgusting. It's brutal. It's horrible. It's evil. It's... I'd wish for 1,000 things more like different than this that are still bad if we didn't have this.
We're nothing but disposable soldiers created to fight humanity's war for them.
Absolutely crazy.
Our lives in the Tokyo residential complex and the people we hold dear are all false memories.
Oh. This is just it's just hard to even like describe like how brutal this is. It's so brutal.
They were implanted into us to give us the motivation we needed to fight.
Every sentence just makes me like my blood boil. It makes me scared. It makes me sick, honestly.
They're all just character backstories in the giant work of fiction that is our life.
No, it's so brutal. It's so brutal.
In reality, we were in the machines that grew us the whole time. When we finally came out of them, we woke up here, in this classroom. In a way, that's when we were really born.
We were born in this
That's
classroom.
when we came into the real world for the very first time.
When we all woke up here, this was our first steps as like created soldiers.
And almost right away, we started fighting the invaders. That's the only thing we were ever meant to do.
This moment has a way more of an impact now looking back on. Like this is literally the first thumbnail for this game that I used. It's literally Takumi technically being born.
That's it. That's the terrible truth that I remembered. That I sacrificed Ava for.
Jesus freaking Christ. This is the truth? No way, there's no way something so crazy could be true. Is there? Like, Gaku's like, he's a mess. And this is like exactly what you, like, again, like, the artists like love kicking me in when I'm down. Gaku is like snotting, he's crying. This is what it's like when you're a mess. We're not even human, but we're not exactly futurans either. Oh, Gaku. I guess we're more like tools or weapons. Or monsters, creatures created from Shion's DNA to destroy and nothing else. They kidnapped a child from futurans to make soldiers. Damn it, this is so effed up. My feelings are it's gonna crack open. There is no doubt in my mind that the side of Earth is wrong. There's not even a gray area anymore. Kind of makes you want to give up on life, except we don't even have the option of dying. It's too much. It is too much. In that case, there's only one person here who is an actual human. But Nozomi, is that just a part of her? Because she got her memories erased too, though. Living weapons made from... And that would make sense, I guess, because, like... But she can still have her memory changed, so Nozomi actually is a human, then. Living weapons made from stolen DNA to defeat Futurum's cryptical and wielders defenders. But that would mean, then... They made a memory of Nozomi as a different girl who also has the memory. She also has the memories of Katawa. She remembered the Taki thing. She remembered Taki. She called us Taki. If she's the only freaking human, how does she remember Taki if you don't have those memories? Able to die in battle and come right back and fight again and again, renewable, but also totally disposable. That's what we really are.
This is my fault.
No.
This happened because of me.
No, you got kidnapped.
If I hadn't been born with this power, none of you would have had to suffer.
No.
like this.
The suffering is 100% on Earth's head. It's on the General Hospital's head.
It's all my fault.
No. Shion's words of anguish echoed in my head, but I couldn't say a word. We can't even comfort him. That's how messed up our minds are right now. What could I even say to Tom? Like, what could you say? One part of my mind was still desperately going over everything I'd learned. There had to be some contradiction in there, something to disprove this insane story. The Taki thing, right? The Taki. That's why I was thinking back on my days in the residential complex. Those peaceful days still so vivid in my mind. I replayed those memories in my head over and over again. I fixated on every last detail, trying to reassure myself that those events were real. These moments are so important to me, those flashbacks. Trying to reassure myself that I was real. I sank deeper and deeper into those recollections until everything else seemed to fade away. The Taki thing is the only thing that's on my mind about this. Huh? What was real and what was just a dream? I didn't want to know anymore. I shut my eyes tight and tried not to think about it. I didn't want to think about anything anymore. I just wanted it to all go away.
Karuwa, it's
Oh,
fine.
this is the
Just
moment
go
where,
home
yeah,
already.
when she was taking care of us, and like we have very much like, and this always like made me emotional because he actually has like sick face, you know, when like someone who usually has like, you know, great angles and stuff, I guess, like will not ever look good. You know what I mean, when they're sick. And these scenes are like mean so much to me.
No, I can't just leave you and your mom bedridden, Taki.
That's what I'm talking about, the Taki.
Besides, I need to do some cleaning and laundry after this.
You don't have to do all that. Won't you catch our cold?
Oh, there's something changing here.
I'm just fine. I'm confident I won't catch it.
It's definitely changing.
Your confidence is based on zero evidence.
Taki, your mom always treats me to delicious meals. I want to repay her a little, and I'm free anyway. No one would be home if I went back.
This just makes me depressed. It just makes me so depressed. See what? Look, something's happening. Stop it. I don't want to see. Oh, we don't even want to see these memories anymore.
Is your mom busy with her research again?
Yeah, she's been staying at the lab for the past few days, so she hasn't been coming home.
I see.
Like these moments, legitimately, these moments are some of my favorite in the game. Legitimately.
More importantly, here, have some. I made rice porridge.
Thank you. Like in this moment as well, the care. Just stop. Yeah, Takumi doesn't want to even see it. I don't want to see these memories anymore. They're not real anyway. The things that have gotten us through the 100 days, like we don't even want them anymore. Please just stop. Like, that's how much this has impacted them already. The memories that have, as I said, have gotten us through the stuff that mean the world to us. They don't even want them anymore. Or Takumi doesn't even want them anymore. Let me just disappear. Oh my god, that's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's giving up language. That's not good. It's not good. Wait, we're transitioning days again. Everyone's just like going through the days. I wanted to escape from reality, but my dreams didn't offer any relief. I cleared my mind and embraced a sense of nothingness, letting myself go numb, completely numb. What would happen if the enemy decided to attack? Though that is 100%. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that it is like a feature of, not feature, just wrong word, a symptom sometimes of depression, which is, I'm not saying that's what's happening, but again, I don't want to diagnose anyone, but I'm saying that like, at least like a depressed state where it's like, I want to be in a coma forever. I want to disappear just now. I don't want to be here. I feel numb. You know, why should I care about it? Why should I care? Why should I care? Live or die, it's all the same to me. I don't have that energy to fight anymore against anymore. All of the motivation, all of the love in their mind, all these emotions, the tears, all of it means in his head right now nothing to him. I prefer to just disappear and sink into infinite darkness and never come back up again. Yeah, this is 100% like broken down, giving up language. I'm not saying give it up and like, oh, you're giving up, like in like, you know, pull up your bootstrap. I don't mean it like that, but you know what I'm saying. I think giving up might be a bit insensitive. I hope it doesn't sound like that. But you know what I mean? I mean it just in case of, oh my God. I mean it just in case of like, not hanging on to anything anymore, if you get what I'm saying. No longer hanging on to an idea anymore. Wait, what? Why are we here?
Siri,
Whoa, Nozomi's here.
this is all far too cruel.
It's horrible.
How could you do this?
It's one of the most horrible things in the world.
How could you keep something that important from them? It's too much. They deserve better than this. It hurts to think that it was humanity. That it was people like me.
I never
who
thought of
did
that.
this to them.
Because Nozomi shouldn't take blame for this whatsoever, but in her mind, right? We all think that sometimes whenever we see an atrocity happening in the world, what do we think to ourselves? How can humans do this? How can we do this to someone? Or even when we say about our own countries, if like our own country did something wrong, we think to ourselves, I'm a part of this country, and and even though it's like I denounce them, you still feel like my nationality could do this. You know what I mean? Horrific stuff. But I still have to hang on that Taki thing.
Siri, I have a request. It's not much, but there's still one thing I don't understand.
Right.
Before this war is over, I want answers.
Nozomi, I get it. I didn't even think about the implications on Nozomi's mind as well as being like the one person who's not a clone.
So, I need you to wake up, Siri.
That's the way they do it? Okay, that's a really, like, honestly, like, story-wise, insanely, like, well-written way of doing it. Oh, God. Jeez, this is very frantic, but we're like wallowing. Who's there? Oh, who cares? It's not gonna do, got nothing to do with me anymore. They're beating down the door. Jesus! With a wrenching, splintering noise, the door to my room was... She booted down the door. You could have just answered, you know. I had no idea these doors were so fragile. I didn't think I'd actually be able to break it down. Well, look, I'm glad you did. Yeah, he's so done right now. Anyway, the air in here feels kind of still. Wouldn't you like to change the scenery?
What are you doing here, Nozomi?
Also, by the way, if you're talking about change, for Takumi to say, what are you doing here, Nozomi, to Nozomi, and not, oh, Nozomi, his everything, you know what I mean? I hadn't spoken out loud in several days. I was surprised at how hoarse my voice sounded.
Leave me alone. I don't care anymore. I don't care about any of it.
Takumi, there's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Oh, dear.
Please, will you just come with me for a minute?
Take your time and get yourself together first. So what does she want to talk to us about? Maybe what Saray said? I'll be waiting for you outside. Nozomi left the room with a look of quiet determination on her face. After several exercises, I sluggishly got out of bed. Fine, I guess. So, I know it's a horrible place to end this video, guys. It's going to be a cliffhanger. Yeah, I just don't, I don't know if I have like I know I don't have like a lot of time today, but not only that, I genuinely think that it's one of those things where it's like, this is going to be a heavy thing, whatever's about to happen. It really is. It's going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be a even heavier situation about what's going to happen next. It really is. We have 30 days left. 30 days left. So to talk about everything that's happened here so far, I know Nozomi is going to have something to say to us as well, which again, the reason I'm like pausing here is because I know I don't have like a crazy amount of time today, but also at the same time, I know that whatever's going to happen next is heavy, and I know you guys probably want me to be at my own most prepared for what's going to be happening next. What was revealed here was from Shoma that everyone here had their memories implanted into them as a way to motivate us to keep fighting, and that we were basically newborn clones that were born 71 days ago, and we were born to from the DNA of Shion as part Futuran, in a way to fight against the Futurans and gain this planet for people. And not only that, but there's nobody on the satellite that's waiting for us, which would again add weight to the ending of Last Defense Academy, the first ending of the first scenario, where the walkie-talkie was involved, you know, where they sent back the walkie-talkie being like, hey, something's like off. This is just one of the most horrible reveals. Not horrible in terms of writing, horrible in terms of feeling, because so much of like the memories of him, and again, here's the thing I want to make clear: they still are the people they are because of their implanted memories, right? The perspective that they have, the worldview that they have comes from, like, you know, Kurata, for example, like was mean to people because she had which, by the way, like if this is a whole thing, that's what I want to talk about mostly, because again, I've talked, like, I could say before I get into that, I'm just because it makes me not like these guys even more. Not our crew, I mean the academy. This is a horrible feeling because these are all memories that shaped us. But not only that, but it's like people we love, people we adored, these emotions we had, the reason we were fighting. And you couple that with the idea of like how we have invaded another planet. Now it means we have like invaded planets for a motivation that's not even real. The consolation that all these characters had in their heads was like, at least I'm fighting for Karawa. At least I'm fighting to get to see my dog again. At least I'm fighting to, which, by the way, I want to make it clear. Those are not real reasons to ever destroy another planet, but I'm saying that they didn't know about this. So I'm not saying that that's their reasoning for destroying the planet. I'm saying that, and their people, the Futurans. I'm saying that it's after the fact, now they realize what's happened. They're like, well, like, you know, at least I'm going to get to see Karawa. You know, at least. I know it's a horrible thing to say in your head because, again, most people wouldn't think that. But again, I think that's what they were thinking. Not I. What's what they were thinking. And now that motivation is gone. That feeling is gone. Now, what I was going to say as well is like how evil these Academy people are, because not only did they implant memories into these characters' heads to motivate them, they also implanted conflict in their brains, if that's the case. Because the reason why Kurata treated everyone so poorly is because she was treated poorly as a kid. And that's her motivation for treating everyone poorly. The reason why, and this is not Gaku's fault, but the reason why Gaku has a perception about people go, oh, he's so like greedy and stuff like as well, because he grew up like in a way that like it makes him want money, which is nothing wrong with that, but that's the way people perceive him now. They implanted into the memories of Darumi something happened with her family that made her feel, and whether it was like it was something horrible. They implanted memories in Kara that her family hated her. They implanted memories into Gaku's mind that he had a disdain for his older foster brother who left the academy. He left the foster home. They planted into Yugumo's head that there's somebody wanted to kill. They planted into Ima and Kako's head that Ima, for example, if this is the case, had to go around and do some unspeakable, horrible things that no person in middle school or like even in high school or whatever, like he had to stab people, hurt people. He was doing all the stuff that he should never have seen or had to have seen. They implanted that in his head if that's the case. They implanted into Kako's head as well, by the way, that she felt less than. I know that's not how memories work generally, because obviously that was a reaction to the memories they had. I'm not saying that they implanted that into her head, but that was a reaction to the memories she had. It's brutal. It's horrific. It's absolutely horrible. Because then wouldn't they have to like have implanted that into Ato's head that he hates all humanity, that he sees all humanity in that way if it didn't come from a childhood thing or like when he was born? Because then from a young age, he would have also have had to have thought, have had the memory of him like hiding from people in the library. It sounds like whoever did this had a bit too much time on their hands to be adding all this extra stuff as well. It's already baseline horrible. It's already on the baseline horrible. Now, I'm gonna move on from top because like you guys know how like how I feel about that now. The other side of it I want to talk about is that like what if it like there is something that can disprove this? Right now I'm treating it as if it is real, right? But I think that what they were trying to say was like if there's something there, and the thing I go back to is the Taki thing. In the moment Nozomi died in the first route, she called us Taki as she touched us. She gave us we had our arms around her and she called us Taki. How would she know this? How would she have the same memories that we had? Now you could say because like, you know, there's some other things like implanting memories and stuff like this too or whatever. But why would they implant the memories of knowing Taki into Nozomi? You know what I mean? That's the one thing that gets me, that there's a glimmer of hope that some of this could be like wrong or something. You know what I mean? Maybe not wrong, but like maybe not some of it, like just some of it is not true. Is that she called us Taki in those final moments. You know what I mean? That's the one thing I have in my mind that could disprove this. But again, as you said, we're going to treat it as if it's real right now. But I have, like, obviously a sneaking suspicion that the Taki thing could come back up. That's what's on my mind right now. But that, guys, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for supporting me. And I will be seeing you guys in the next episode. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can. And if you want to support me on YouTube, you can as well with the join button a little bit below as well. I want to say thank you to the Never Can Repay the Baby Gangster here on Patreon, that being Typhar2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost in Uzuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish and Nusta, Death Trap, Links Marky, Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Chilson, Leon, High Casparian, Jared Beanham at the highest tier of my YouTube world, Game 7 Blasco, and I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.